I'm 680 News Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel. 2019 was a good year for the Canadian labor market. The December data in today from StatsCan pointed to a bounce back in the final month of last year for job creation, 35,200 to the upside, and that was a reversal from the losses in the previous 2 months. For all of last year, the economy added 320,000 jobs. Second best performance since 2007. Ontario was the star performer on a provincial basis, with more than 200,000 jobs added. Still, economists are pointing to the fact that in the second half of 2019, job growth did moderate. And this is raising some concerns that that pace of expansion for the economy might be slowing coming into the new year. We'll watch all the numbers over the next several months to see if there's any indication that this will lead to any change of policy of the Bank of Canada when it comes to interest rates. Wall Street was doing what it's done on several occasions over the past year. Hit another record high for the Dow Jones Industrial Average today. In fact, a millennial milestone. North of 29,000 for the first time ever. The Dow has gone up by better than 1,000 points in less than 2 months, and it has now tripled over the past 10 years. Once again, one of the star performers stateside today was Apple, which was at a record high early on, north of $311 per share. Now, today's Wall Street rally came even as the U.S. labor market was showing signs of moderation in December, with 145,000 jobs added, which was one of the weaker monthly performances of 2019. The unemployment rate there is still at a 50-year low of 3.5%. Well, more internal emails pointing to the development and battles behind the scenes on the 737 MAX jet. Of course, that plane grounded for months now, following 2 fatal crashes. Documents released by the Federal Aviation Administration pointing to comments from some pilots within Boeing saying that the MAX was developed by clowns and supervised by monkeys. There's a lot of questions about how Boeing was trying to save money by not pushing for mandatory flight simulator training on the MAX in the development phase. Of course, it has since been learned that the pilots were not briefed about changes to the software system that likely led to 2 fatal crashes. And pot stocks hitting records today for a couple of Canadian companies at least, record lows. Aurora Cannabis out of Edmonton hit with a number of downgrades, the share price tumbling to below $2.25 on worries that the company has amassed too much debt and it might be looking at weaker sales overseas and might have to do some asset write-downs. Tilray out of BC also seeing its share price fall to an all-time record low today at just above $15 per share US. Meantime, Canopy Growth, which is the largest performer or largest company in the cannabis industry, getting some upgrades as sort of a best-in-class performer, and share price on the rise in today's trade. From the 680 newsroom, I'm Mike Eppel for City News.